Welcome everybody to ShakmGaming and Raji in Ancient Epic. This is an action-adventure game set in ancient India. A young girl named Raji has been chosen by the gods to stand against the demonic invasion of the human realm, while also trying to rescue her younger brother. Let's dive in.
This is the heart of our story. Golu and Raji, brother and sister. And this was their whole world. This one small carnival. The other performers were their friends, their only family. This was home. On that day before their performance, Raji took her brother aside. "Did you forget, little brother?" she asked him. And she tied a rakhi to his hand, for it was the feast of Raksha Bandhan. Although it was a feast day, they still had coins to earn. So Raji walked on tight ropes and tumbled for the crowd. While Golu told his puppet tales of ancient times when demons walked the lands. A long, long time ago, a demon did penance. For showing such devotion, Brahma blessed him with immortality and a mighty weapon of all. Upon receiving, he united the demons to wage a war. Bhumi Devi urged him to stop. He killed her, ruthlessly without thought. This angered Shiva greatly, and he stomped, dividing the continents. And the demons were forever lost. But as he spoke, the skies darkened, and the earth shook. And other figures dressed as demons strode through the crowd. These were not masks. This was not a child's tale. As the demons turned to slaughter, Raji tried to reach her brother. He'd been hurt, and he was scared, and she knew she must protect him. But in that moment, Raji failed, for the Garasura demons took Golu from her. Raji, awake, my child.
And so it starts. The adventure of Raji.
Golu! Golu! No! I'm so sorry, bhai.
And now we get control of Raji, looking for her lost brother. And on a cultural note, by the way, it's very interesting how, in case you guys don't know, I'm from Greece. This game is obviously Indian in origin. And I kind of noticed that we share a tradition. That thing with the figures, that theater, that kind of entertainment. We call this in my country the theater of shadows. And I see India has the same thing. It's very interesting how two very different countries, worlds apart, different religion, different politics, everything, can share a common kind of piece of heritage. They are two of the most historic countries, though, so, and also two of the countries that did a lot of trading back in ancient times. So, goes to show you, people are much closer than they think sometimes. This game is gonna be full of art, and we're gonna take some time to enjoy it every time we come across it.
She is so young.
A child. Remember Shiva's words.
It is so much weight to put on the shoulders of a mortal. Is this one strong enough?
Time will tell.
And I'm gonna be relying on some of you guys to actually tell me
I need you now.
things about Indian culture. Like, for example, the bulls, are they a sign of fertility? I've heard that, I don't know if it's true. Oh, and that is, well, you're gonna hear.
Her brother and the other children had been seized by the Gadasura. I told her that she must be strong. Her journey would be difficult and full of unknowns. I blessed her with the Trishul, my most powerful weapon that Shiva had given to me. This, with Raji's own serenity and strength, would save her brother.
So we gain our first weapon of this game. So interesting info. Malik, you say the cow is a sacred animal in India. I could kinda guess there is some sort of significance to the bulls and cows in general in India. I just didn't know what exactly it means. I've heard it is a symbol of fertility. So if you care to enlighten me about that as well. Alright, let's grab this weapon. And it's gone. I guess we're gonna have to come back to that. Maybe we're not worthy yet of wielding that weapon. And you can kinda get a preview by looking at this statue. Like, you see, the weapon she's holding in her right hand is the one she gave us. The weapon she's holding to her left hand is a bow. And as I've read, we're gonna get a bow later in the game. So maybe we'll get all the weapons that she's carrying.
Serenity. Her heart rules her head.
She walks boldly into a dark cave. She leaps chasms. She stands fearless before a goddess.
Oh, so it is a sign of fertility. Nice, thanks for letting me know, Malik.
Har Har Mahadev.
There is fire in her. Yes, it must be tempered. But without that fire, she would have already given up.
Many mortals would not be brave enough to climb.
Our Raji has no fear of heights. Watch.
Right, so we get introduced to a few of the mechanics of the game. And Raji, being a performer in real life, well, in this fictional life actually, has no problem traversing this rough ground. There is a surprising amount of controls in this game. You'd think for an indie game it wouldn't be too complex, but surprisingly, it's kind of a lot of moves and buttons to remember.
She is learning to think and to use the skills of her childhood.
It is one thing to climb a pole, and quite another to face a demon.
To save her brother, Raji must face the demons. She held the Trishul, and it was a gift of great power. It was blessed by Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and would help her stand against her terrible foe. But it was also a great responsibility. To wield it, she would need strength, courage, and belief.
Oh yes, Malik, there is going to be indeed a lot of parkour and even more fighting. Like, there's surprisingly an intense fighting system in this game, you're gonna see. I played through the demo, so I kind of know what the first things to expect are, and it is quite intense.
Have any of you seen my brother? The other guard. Go, now! Before they come back.
I love the way Raji moves, by the way. They did a great job animating her.
Where are you taking him?
Poor child.
She will find a way.
Well, guess that's not the way, though. So let's take the stairs. You will always be able to see kind of her brother disappearing in the distance, like the cart that's taking him to God knows where. That's the one we will be following, in hopes of recovering Golu, Raji's brother. Now we should probably go up there in that temple, but let's first go down here. Because I think we can see Golu from this ledge.
Why are you doing this? Golu! Golu!
And there goes Golu. Welcome to the stream, Muhammad. You ask if I've played AC Valhalla. I am going to. It's gonna be next. I was going to play it originally, but a lot of you guys actually were interested in Raji. And since I played the demo, you actually requested to play the entire game, and I indulged. So here we are.
The beating of a war drum. Feel your heart quicken. Strength flow through you. Fight, Raji. Be the warrior.
So you can kind of see we have two kinds of attacks. I'm going to demonstrate once we finish this. And a dodge move. Oh, now we get to fight for real. So that's the heavy attack. And this is the light attack. And we can dodge. I'm gonna kill him. Oh, we have finisher moves as well. Whenever they get too low in health,
Jai Ma!
whenever the enemies get too low in health, you can finish them.
And the Trishul is a most versatile weapon.
Also, you can throw your spear. I'm gonna say spear a lot. I know that's not what it's called, but I keep forgetting. Alright, now the game starts teaching us special moves. So we can roll an attack. And it's gonna do a few different attacks. Like, there are 3 separate attacks for each variety. For example, now, for the light attack, you can do these things. And now for the heavy attack, you can do this combo. can see Raji is very agile, to say the least. I could just hang back and start sniping them. And that's gonna be a method of operation sometimes, because some enemies are way too powerful to get close to them. So we're gonna have to resort to using that ranged attack a lot, especially during boss fights, I guess. Alright, so before we move on, let's read some chat. So Malik says, you have 3 Assassin's Creed games? I have played most of them, like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, and then all the modern ones like Origins, Valhalla I'm gonna play now, and Odyssey. So I kinda miss the middle games like Black Flags and things like that, Brotherhood. Let's see. Muhammad says indie games are getting really good nowadays. Yes. And I'm very thankful for that, because indie games are usually the ones that actually advance the gaming industry. Like,
See, my daughter? They are not as strong as you, but beware. Not all foes will be foolish enough to let your soul close.
Like the AAA gaming industry does not really want to innovate. They just sit back and produce the same games year after year. But indie games always push things forward. So that's why indie games are, in my point of view, very vital. Oh, damn it, these guys are not easy when you try to attack them up close. See, like these enemies, these are the enemies that usually you should prefer attacking from a range. We can wall run like this.
She's a circus performer, our Raji. See what she can do.
So you can see a lot of moves in this game. Like 2 kinds of attacks, rolling attacks, jumping, dodging. And that's just the start. It's gonna be lots more to come. We can slide down as well. Welcome to the stream, Mikal. Ooh, I see a lot of guys are joining early for this one. I knew you guys would like this. Let's see, so Michael, you also have all the games until Black Flag. Well, it's I wouldn't say it went downhill, as we learn another move here. It just got different. It went with the times, I guess. So Origins I didn't mind. It was very refreshing. Odyssey was very interesting story-wise for me, because I am from Greece, and yeah, that was my cup of tea, definitely, that game. Now Valhalla, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see if the fatigue of having the same game formula starts to set in. Oh, and we can do special attacks as well, as you saw there. The game hasn't yet taught me that attack, but I kind of know because I played the demo. You can see we can do a lot of things. This attack, this rolling attack, mostly stuns them. It doesn't do too much damage. So if you're gonna... Well, I cannot demonstrate because this guy is dead, but suffice to say, if I do this move, it usually stuns them. It doesn't do too much damage. So you have to do this and then follow up by another attack in order to be effective. Let's see what you guys are saying. Odyssey and Origins, yes, I talked about that. Odyssey I loved because I'm Greek. Origin was the first one in the formula, so I love that as well. Valhalla, I don't know, I have a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be the worst out of the 3 for me, but we'll see. We'll see. I do not want to judge something I haven't played yet.
There. Amrit Bund. The golden nectar. The fruits of a demon kill. Its power will heal your wounds.
And yes, Michael, I'm Greek.
The mandala shows each person their past.
There is always a purpose to such visions.
Oh, you were talking about Malik? Oh, Malik, you're Jamaican? I thought you were Indian. Okay, good to know. Alright, so let's complete the mandala. These nice little puzzles here are always going to be part of the story of Raji and her brother. So they're gonna display memories of them. Nice little touches.
Oh! It is myself and Golu.
You can see her preparing a meal for her brother. Very nice, very brotherly. And that's the end of this episode then. If you enjoyed it, remember to press the like button to help my channel out, and definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. To watch the next one, you can find a playlist link in the description of this video. And if you want to receive a notification for every new episode, make sure to click the subscribe and bell buttons right below this video. Thanks again, guys. See you in tomorrow's episode.